I wanted to serve my country and go to college. I didn't know what to do until I heard about the Arizona Army National Guard. I went to basic training in the summer and continued training 1 weekend a month. The Arizona Army National Guard provides tuition assistance for Arizona public colleges and universities, so I spend more time focusing on school instead of bills. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/education.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics. I'm loading in. Minutes away from race time here, Yotes.
tell you when to accept the game invite, Yotes.
And here we are.
I'll send you another invite. I'll let you know when to join.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night 3 of week 3, actually, of Primetime Racing Series.
You can go ahead and join, Yotes. You join it, Yotes. Remember, I am streaming the race, but I'll bounce back and forth to let you know some info, okay? I'm going to let a couple laps settle in on the official race comms only, and then I'll bounce back over.
As we're out here in beautiful California for an amazing race tonight, the Cup cars take on the AutoClub, the 48 of Chrome Prince on your inside, the 00 of Mr. Wyatt on your outside going into corner 1. As Chrome Prince comes out of corner 1, takes over position number 1. Mr. Wyatt out here coming out behind him with the, I believe that is the 96 of, let's see here. 96 of Lamar is a GOAT. I'm pretty sure he is a newcomer, and he is definitely showing off his skills so far. The 24 of Goober now looking to pull himself closer to that top 3. As we have our first lap completed. .24 Goober now pulling himself up to second place. Chrome Prince has a decent lead right now on second and third as he's looking to extend that as Goober now gets around Mr. Wyatt. The 20 gets around the 96. And Chrome is still pulling away. This dude is amazing week in and week out. As the 24 of Goober and the 00 of Mr. Wyatt looks like they are starting to work together to see if they can't pull themselves closer to the 48. As we come around, and here in a minute I will get a lap count. That hurt. As now the 24 and the 00 have caught the 48 of Chrome Prince here coming in the corner 3. Goober now right on the back bumper of the 48, as it looks like these three have now just managed to pull themselves far enough distance away from the pack. I think that's where they want to be right now. It looks like here we are at lap 5. It looks like they get about 11, so it should be about 16 laps of fuel that they get with 29 laps in this stage. So you will see a pit sequence come in as we get later on in the stage. 24 puts a huge block on the 00. 48 still maintaining his lead. 24 may be looking for something on the outside, but can't give anything. As the 00 looks like he's going to try to take advantage. He does not. He's going to continue pushing the 24 as they come down the front stretch. 24 now looking up high. 48 goes up for the block. He looks like he tagged him a little, as the 00 looks like he also got involved in that. 24 now drops back a good amount. That may have brought up some issues that 24 did not like. .24 now looking for something on the outside. 00 is looking to push him. They tag the wall. They make contact. 24 tags the 48. 48 managed to save that. What a save is there. 3 wide now for first place. Coming out of corner 2. Looks like the 00 is going to cycle to the lead, with the 48 managing to save that and pulled himself right back into second place. What a save by him, as now the 00, Mr. Wyatt, now takes command of this race. As you can see now, the 48 looking to get around the 00. 24 just hanging out in the shadows. The 00 is going to try to continue to just pull away. We'll see if Team Hendrick manages to take themselves together and work their way around this 00, as the 48 now and the 24 are both going to push on the inside. 48 clears himself of the 00. The 24 clears himself of the 00, and that puts the 48 back in the lead. As you can see back here, these three have a huge distance between fourth place. And the fact that they are only 7 laps in makes that all of more interesting on what's going to happen. As we scroll back here, looks like the 11 of Frosty and the 13 of, let's see here, the 13 of BRB, they are hanging out towards the back of the pack. As you got the few more stragglers, is the number 9 of J Banner, looking for his way around some drivers, see if he can't get himself closer up to his fellow Hendrick racers. As he clears himself of the 17, looking for more positions. Now he's going to come up on a pack of Toyotas. I don't know. He may try to work with the 88, get around those Toyotas, and see if they can't pull themselves up to the lead. As we scroll on back to the front, the 48 of Chrome still has the lead. The 24 of Goober right on his tail. It also looks like 00 Wyatt, as it looks like there was a car that went around in the back. It looks like the 17 comes up the track. As the 88 and the 9 look like they have connected up here, and see if they can't work their way around other drivers. It looks like the 88 tagged the wall a little. Number 9 got a beautiful car tonight, as the 17 may have quit. 48 of Chrome Prince and the 24 Goober now side by side. Looking for the lead. 48 clears the 24. That puts the 48 back in the lead with the 51 now
We're
pushing
18
himself
laps
up
left
to the
in the
lead.
stage, and we're about 3 laps away from green flag pit stops.
It looks like now the 51 of Joker going to push himself around. He's going to look for the lead. The 51 of Joker clears himself, but he does not fully, as the 14 now is going to look like to get himself involved in this fight. They are 3 wide, looking to be 4 wide on the front stretch of Auto Club as they make contact. 51 and the 14. They clear themselves to the 48. 24 and 48 fall back to third and fourth. The 00. That's not the 00. Yeah, it is. 00. Mr. Wyatt now pulls himself up to fifth place. He's got himself back in this battle. The 14 now has command of the lead. 48's got himself in third place, looking to see what he can do. He's going to pull it down pit road. No, he's not. It looks like the 48 may have got loose. That is not a good sight. As you can see, the 00 now looking to take advantage and getting around him. As you can see, they are side by side as the 51's looking to take around the 14 now. Looks like some cars may be signaling that they are pitting. That's probably exactly what it looks like, as some cars are signaling that they are going to pit. As we can see here, as we scroll through the drivers, yes. Dr. Goober and the 48 of Chrome Prince will come down, as it looks like the entire field will come down the pit. The 00 and the 48 are side by side. We'll see who comes out of first, who comes out higher lane than they. It looks like here it does not tell who is cycled to the lead. My guess is it has to be the 13. You see now the 10 pulling himself down pit lane. As the rest of the cars are starting to get back on, as it looks like the 48 dropped a little from the others, falling back to what it looks like fourth. I'm sorry, fifth, as the 51 of Joker now inherits the lead. The 14 of Mikey looking to track down that leader. So you can see the 24 and the 00 also hot on his trails. And 48's got a lot of work to do to get himself back up to the lead. The 51 of Joker has no one around him, no one near him. He right now can just hit his marks and follow through. But he has to pay attention to his mirror, because there are a pack of cars now lined up and looking to draft themselves up to the lead, as the 00 Wyatt now does not want to go with that plan. He is going to look under the 24 Goober. He may clear himself. No, he doesn't. 24 Goober manages to get around him, with the 14 of Mikey just blocking the 24. As they make their way down the backstretch, they are getting closer and closer to that 51 as time goes by, as the 48-20 have now also pulled themselves into this fight, along with the 18. This is going to be a crazy battle. 24 and 00 looking for something up high. Doesn't seem like they're going to get anything. 48 now looking under the 00. He couldn't get anything. Yeah, Neeks, I still stand. I am still here, man. Just sort of took a break for a while. You can see now the 00 of Mr. White looking for himself on the outside with the 24. They both clear themselves to the 51. 00 inherits the lead. This is a good battle going on so far as the 14 now looking to get his way around the 51. We'll have to see what happens. As the 00 of Mr. Wyatt now has no one around him. He is by himself. 24 looking, bobbing and weaving. Sounds like there was contact in the back. As now they are lined up. 00 got himself below the line. He may have got loose. He is just now pulling away from the pack.
Eight laps to go in the stage at the line.
It looks like we're coming down to 8 to go with the 00. Mr. Wyatt still holding that lead. 24 Goober now pulling himself closer and closer. We'll see if he can catch the 00 before this is all said and done for stage 1. The 24 now has help from about 4 or 5 guys. We'll see if they continue line up. And as I say that, the 51 of Joker is looking for his way around the 24. As the 00 just has to have a mirror full of just drivers going bonkers. Yeah, they will have to line up to definitely catch Wyatt. As you can see now, the 24. If I was those guys in the back, I would think about lining up, pushing, locking bumpers and catching that 00 at this point. Because at this point, they're letting him roam free. They're letting the 00 is letting his horses out.
Six laps to go in the stage. Some people will be short on gas.
There is so much going on. Chaos left and right. As the 00 Mr. Wyatt now has himself up in the way. 00 Mr. Wyatt has a lead. The question is does he have the gas to get himself through this stage 1? As cars are making contact in the back, 24 Aguber may have his draft, may be able to pull himself to the front and catch the 00 before this all said and done.
He's trying to make a run. Is he going to run out of lap before he can get up to the open? He's pushing that pedal all the way through the bottom of the floor. At this point, he's dragging on the asphalt of the car. Here they come into turn one. He is catching. They're coming around. Got the draft going now. He's saying, come on, baby, give me just a little bit more. Down the backstretch they go.
As the 14 and the 51 make contact, that allowed the 48 to come around. The 48 may be able to pull himself up to the lead as the 24 is getting closer and closer to that 00 with, I believe, 2 to go crossing the line.
Tension's starting to get high now. Gripping that steering wheel just a little bit more. They come around to turn one. 24 looking low on the 00, but we got traffic in the way. At this point, he's saying 66, move on up. Here they come. Got the draft on the backstretch. They're going for it, folks. You can tell this stage is almost over. 3 in a row trying to push on up. Will he give him the bumper, folks?
As the 00 pulls a block on the 24, we'll see if the 24 can pull himself around the 00 before they come to the start finish.
2 laps to go. 2 laps to go.
There it is, 2 to go. Starting this time, 24 looking for his charge on the high. Oh, they made contact. Oh, the 48 now takes advantage. The 14, they made contact. And somehow, after all that, the 00 pulls himself back up to the lead. That was mass chaos in the matter of 6 seconds.
Well, they say it takes 2 to tango, but holy moly, the dance floor was full. Here they come, pushing again on the 00. Coming out, down the backstretch they roll.
So they make contact again. That 00 is not wanting to give up his position. As now the 48 is having to decide who he's going to work with. 14 now pulling himself. They're going back and forth, back and forth. And the 48 might try to peek his nose in for the lead.
Oh, not holding anything back as they come down the backstretch now. Dr. Jacket Wave, this is it, folks. All the apples. 00 is falling off the pace.
The 48 now up to second. 00 now going to look. Slide job. Throws the 14 up and in, not in the wall, but he threw him up. Causes the 48 to go around. Wow. As the 00 goes around. Wow.
Better call the tow truck. We got a lot of carnage on that front stretch. 48's now sponsored by John Deere, mowing the grass as he's coming around the short chute. That's stage 1, folks.
As I believe the 14 was able to grab max points from that. As somehow after all that carnage, the 48 finished third. They come to the restart line. 21 looks like he did not pit. Puts the 48 up in the lead very easily. Come around corner 1. 51 makes contact with the 14. That pushes the 14 up the track. They are 4 wide coming out of corner 1. As the 20 managed to pull himself out of that. As now the 14 is looking to chase down that 48.
Oh, we got carnage in the corner. They're spinning. We got cars around. Should bring us a caution.
Yes, caution is out. I believe that would be the second caution of the race. they come back up to the line, as it looks like there is a number of cars that did not pit. The 96 takes us around and through the start-finish going in the corner 1.
Number 2, Miller Lite, taking it out into the lead here into corner 1. Looking pretty good as the Castrol number 6 is quickly pulling to the inside. 96 is holding the outside in second place with the 11 of Denny Hamlin stuck on the outside. We'll see what happens as they come through turn 3. They're 3 wide back there, folks.
As the 2 now has managed to pull himself to the lead with the 96 hot on his tails. And as you said, the 11 now got himself up to third place. It looks like he is not done with his charges. The 18 now is going to put himself in the third place situation, looking for more.
Looks like they're getting a little impatient, folks, as we're getting some bumping and grinding going through turn 1. Well, that big speed coming out of that triover's got him rolling through. The 11 scraping against the wall. Obviously, he needed to skinny the car up a little bit. Here they come down the backstretch, bobbing and weaving 3 wide.
It's the 2 now fighting for his lead. He gets close to clearing himself as the 96 is not giving up. The 48 now hiding in the shadows, waiting for something to happen as he takes advantage, moves himself to the bottom. He's sponsored by John Deere. 2 car now pulls himself right behind the 96.
You know that number 48 should be sponsored by Scott's Allied Lawn Service at this point, so here they go. Backing around, down to the back stretch. 3 and 4 wide, still in the back, bumping and grinding. Whoa, watch them dive. Holy moly, they're out of control back there. They are going 9 wide. 96 still in the lead, starting to pull away a little bit. Cars are starting to line up behind him. Oh, looks like we got another caution possible. Yellow flags waving, time to take a breath.
As some of these cars are just looking as impatient as can be. They're looking like they want to get themselves to the lead as fast as possible. This 96, though, is doing a good job of keeping the lead.
Well, slow and steady wins the race. A lot of these guys going in, filling up with Sunoco fuel, a couple Goodyear tires, trying to find those adjustments to see if they can catch that 96. He's been pretty fast here late, but I wouldn't count out the guys in the middle. They're coming hard, and you know what? It says today, tomorrow, Toyota on that 96, but I'm not sure it's going to be today for him.
They line themselves back up. It looks like some cars may have not taken gas as the 6 of Deuce Row now cycles to our lead. And it looks like the 13 now hanging on the outside as they're getting ready to
17
go
laps
one.
remaining in stage 2.
Stepping
17
on that
laps.
accelerator, hoping for everything she's got to get it moving. Number 6 going to take us through turn 1. Quickly pushing them on. They're pushing and bumping and grinding behind. You'd think it's an all-star dance race out there the way they're tangoing, but here they come down the backstretch. Still trying to find more track than what's there, and they're 9 wide.
9 wide once again as I think another caution comes out once again, and as long as everybody takes gas and tires, they will make it until the end of this stage.
I'll tell you what, the way these guys are driving, you'd think the ice cream man's on the front stretch there because they're in a hurry to get a snow cone. They're coming around. You can see the impatience is kicking in as they're getting closer. And just think, this is only stage 2. We still got a lot of laps left in this race, folks.
Yeah, a lot of laps is... should be about 9 wide, really? As Mr. Hazy Scooby-Doo makes his pop into chat. As they line themselves back up, the 20 is now the control car as we are getting ready to start this starting laps.
As they get to the Geico restart zone, they're going to be too wide, but we know
13
by the time
laps
they
to
get
go for
turn
stage
1,
2.
It's going to be a lot wider than that. Mashing the gas pedal as far as they can go. Here they come, folks. Look out, turn 1. We're going to go 3 wide.
As the 2 now pulls himself away from the 10 It's now an all-out battle for first as they're still slamming in the background. I don't think they have learned their lesson, not yet at least.
That Miller Lite number 2 making its way to the front now. Taking the inside track with some bumping going on in the back. Banner pushed to the outside, but here they come. Down into the grass they go again.
As it looks like they're 5 wide coming across the start stripes. As they're, oh!
He's around.
Cars are going around. I think they've just lost their all sense of patience, and at this point they think it's go time. There is still another stage. The rate they're going, this stage is going to be over within 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, this game should be a lot of give and a little bit of take, but at this point, you think we're in the last couple laps because they're all taken. There's no give going on. Everybody's forcing their way into spots that they shouldn't. Sometimes a little patience goes a long way, but you can see with this group, that's long gone.
Yeah. As the two now, I don't think mowing is racing. Mowing is not racing unless if you're getting paid to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of tire tracks on that grass out front right now. Obviously, that's not where they're supposed to be driving. A lot of guys are getting forced down there. A little bit of impatience going on back there, but we'll see what they got. Once again, here we go, coming out of the L, side by side, coming through the oval.
As the 2 is going to be our control car, as we go ahead and cycle on up to him. 2 of Hude forever. We'll see if he can keep this lead forever.
I doubt that.
9 laps to go. Maybe we'll make it this time.
Here they go. Bumping and grinding like they're out on the dance floor on a Saturday night. Here they come around the corner. 3 wide in the back. Number 2's going way high. Whoa, that was a wall grinder right there. Coming around with a 96 in the lead. Whole pack of boys behind him wanting to get there, though.
You would think it's Talladega with the fact that they're going 3, 4, 5 wide. You think that they would, be at Talladega, but that is definitely not the track tonight. As you can see, they were 5 wide coming in the corner, 4 wide, multiple rows back, coming across the start.
These guys in a hurry to get in the front. They're not afraid to show it right now. Pushing and banging and bumping. Here they come. 96 is out in the lead. Uday showing them what's up right now. 20 is quickly pulling in behind here. If he can get the 14 to tuck behind him, they might be able to get somewhere, but it's going to take 2 to tango.
Hey, Janie. You're out here enjoying an amazing race. These guys are just pushing themselves multiple wide. You think if this was real NASCAR, that half this field would already be gone.
Oh, the 48 Jones up with the 20, trying to give a little love. Oh, door banger right there.
Oh, they're going around.
In the grass, they're around. Craziness at its best in the oval out there. Once again, that turf out in the lawn has gotten mowed a little shorter. At this rate right now, they might as well just install the rocks because there ain't going to be any grass left.
They might as well change this whole track to pavement. I mean, these guys are spinning around. You know, maybe they'd be able to save it if they didn't hit the grass.
You know, California's known for their sand, but they decided to put grass in that infield. But these guys are quickly mulching it up. So we got another caution going on here with the 96. Houday in first. 20 following shortly behind him there. We'll see what happens as some of these guys are going to bail into the pit to do some damage repair. See what they can get to get on up here to try to take this stage 2 victory.
Ice cream does not sound bad right now. Sit back, grab some ice cream, enjoy this race. Maybe popcorn, you know. As you can see now, some cars are managing to pull themselves to the lead that we have not seen all night.
You know, that's kind of the disadvantage of pits sometimes. You get these young guys up front. You got Banner on the outside, the 24 on the inside. Here they go, restart zone 2x2. We know that won't last long, though. They'll be at least 3 wide by the time they get to turn 1. But here comes Wyatt in the 00 and 24. We seen that combo earlier, but he just can't hold it down low. 41 moving its way in. Here they come, folks, around to the backstretch.
It looks like the 00 had too many horses in that car and just couldn't let off that gas fast enough. As you see now, the 41, he's been silent all night. He's now pushing his way up to the front. I mean, those guys that didn't take damage from those wrecks are, oh, well.
Well, folks, we got some technical difficulties because the Wonder Child has done booted us out of the race. So at this point, just imagine the cars going around as fast as they can, but we don't know who's in the lead anymore.
Podcast time. Wow.
Technical difficulties at its best.
We're going to go ahead and try to load ourselves back into this. I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, maybe when they come around to stage 2, they can, or into stage 2, they can let us back in, but rookie mistake here, so total fail on this part.
Yeah, they did say no race for you. I mean, the controller gets slippery and it started falling off my leg. And yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear me? I got.
The last stage, fun.
Yeah. Did you see that joke banner? Joker hit me up into the 4 car.
Okay, we're loading back.
Well, be a fun last stage. I bet you it looks
All right,
good
folks,
from
a
the
little bit of
booth.
technical difficulties there. Big finger, small button somehow equaled. We got kicked out of the race, but stage 2 is now over. Getting ready to roll back in for the final laps here as we're counting down here at AutoClub in California.
As they should be about 40 to go by the time we load back in. Hopefully we don't get disconnected again.
Fantech.com Club Sports Series is our sponsor of this break. Don't forget to go into Fantech and buy something new because there's a brand new test session mode. This is also brought to you by Miller Lite because God knows we need to drink in order to bring this one back around. So come on back. Here we go, going live. Woo, they're back at it. Here they come.
Oh!
There was a car stuck in the middle of the driveway, and boy, did he get plowed. Wow, they are bumping and banging. There is no.
Oh
Joker
God.
just pushes the 48 right on out of the way.
Oh!
Down, gets the 18. Spinning around. Woo! Looks like a circus out there right now, folks. Just missing the elephants.
Wow, that took a turn for the worst in a matter of seconds.
Our number 48, Ally.com, which was also a lawnmower earlier, is still having some trouble handling in the back there as he just became a bulldozer. Oh, zeros. Double zeros of Wyatt going through the grass. That's what we're talking about. Bringing it down short. Looks like we got a caution because they're all starting to slow up in front.
Yeah, they are. So 96 also goes around. This went from good to worst in a matter of 6 seconds.
Holy moly, folks, we kick ourselves out of the race and come back to chaos. This is just ridiculous right now. These boys need to settle down and start to race instead of trying to push their way to the front. You would think at this point they'd already learned their lesson, but nope, here we keep going. So hopefully they can figure it out and we can get a good clean race to finish this off, because cautions stink at the end of the day.
Yeah. As it looks like the 41 of the best should be the leader. The 24 of Goober is now second with his teammate of the 88 of Pickle Caribou in third.
I'd like to know how Dr. Goober got his doctorate in. Is he a doctor in driving, or what exactly is it? We might have to ask him after the race, depending on if he finishes top 3. Got the 88 in third place there as they're trying to find their way to pit road. Here they come. Looks like we got ourselves a yard sale, because everybody in the neighborhood's coming on down.
Everyone except, I believe, one. As we scroll through here, I'm pretty sure, yep, the 13 of BRB the Beast and the 9 of Banner have decided to stay out.
Well, we know BRB stands for Be Right Back, but holy moly, he's going to stay on the outside. There ain't no coming back there. He's putting all of his chips in the basket. You'd think that he's going for the World Series of Poker here, folks, but we're not in Vegas, we're in California, so a little sunshine and palm trees will help us get us done.
Yeah, and that is definitely going to be a crazy time, especially with two cars that are not pitting are going to be our front row.
As we take a trip around this track and the caution, I can't help but notice the amount of RVs and people at the track. Good to see people are back. Hopefully they're staying socially distanced so we can keep this thing going. But as we turn into turn 1, I can tell you it looks like that sign is broke, because it's been reading 206 all day long.
I mean, with the way these guys push around the track, I'd not be surprised if they're hitting 206. This is like a draft track that isn't named a draft track.
Geico number 13 still out in the front there. He's going to lead us once we get everybody rounded up, but kind of like herding cats at the moment, need a spray bottle and some patience to get these guys all lined back up.
So it looks like the 13 and the 9 are going to be your front row. Those, I believe, are the only two cars that are actually not destroyed out of the entire field, because we're getting ready to come back to the restart.
I'll tell you what, in fourth place back there, Joker's got more wrinkles than a dented can at this point. His front hood looks like he's part of a Lay's Wavy Chip promotion there. So here they go. Green flag of flying back down into turn 1. 2 wide is what they're bringing in, but we know they'll be by 4 wide by the time they get through 1. Bumping and banging going on. Here they come down the backstretch.
It looks like cars are already spinning around, and we're going to have another caution. These guys just need to settle on down.
I'll tell you what, the way these cars are spinning, you'd think we're watching a ballet versus a race right now. They just keep spinning around and around. But hey, we got the number 41 that's now found his way to the lead. 13 in second, 24 in third, 88 in fourth, and it looks like maybe the 21 in fifth place.
Yes, as it looks like the 41, like you said, will be up in the lead. He has been very quiet the entire race. We'll see if he does anything coming towards the end of these laps.
That restart didn't work out for the number 9 very well, because we can't even see him on the screen at the moment, but it looks like he's back in 6th or 7th, so hopefully he can pick up the pace once they go green again and come back around. So the question is will one of those guys pit this time around if they got another chance?
I would think yes. It totally comes down, though, to did they get involved? If they got involved, are they just going to pit for damage, or are they going to grab gas and tires?
The number 21, please don't do that, starting in 4th. Here they come, back down into turn 1. Looking like they might not go 4 wide this time, but yep, that didn't last long. They're 3 wide for sure. Getting ready to go 4 down the backstretch.
So it looks like now your 13 has taken command of the race. 24 of Guberson himself in 6th place. It looks like he's trying to push the 2 around the track, which is actually the smartest move we've seen tonight. It looks like one car is really high up in that wall. It looks like the 13 was high and wanting to maybe give that wall a hug.
Number 2 in third place, Ahude's telling 24, let's go. Let's get moving. Push us in the back, but nope, everybody dives below. Little love tap from the 21 and 66 there, but coming through turn 2 to the backstretch, getting a little squirrely.
Yeah, it looks like at the rate we're going, we're going to have one more caution. We may not, as the 88 and the 41 are side by side for the lead. 88 pulling a little side draft off the 41, and that's going to cycle himself to the lead.
Pickled Caribou taking the lead here in the 88. Moving on with 44 in second place, followed by the 24. They're coming hard trying to get him. That Hans machine in the back is really pushing. I'm not sure if he wants to help or if he wants to get by. We'll find out going into turn 1.
If I was anyone at this point, I would think about just drafting, pushing themselves, as it looks like they may be slowing themselves down for another caution.
The yellow flag goes and flies and says, whoa, boys, you're not doing the right things. We better get restarted.
That is something I don't think the guys in the front did want to see.
No, Pickled Caribou was starting to pull out there with the beast behind him, and looks like they're going to have to start out side by side here, so we'll see what happens in turn 1. But obviously patience is not a virtue tonight, but the way everybody's hugging that bottom line, I think we got a lot of boys that are going to pit here. We'll see what happens. If that's the case, then Banner and the 9 and the 13 machine staying out that last caution did good, because track position is key here, and they certainly put themselves towards the front.
Yeah, they put themselves where they want to be. Let's just hope they didn't get involved in the wreck to where it ruins their pit time.
88 coming down into the pits, followed by a whole train. This pit crew is sponsored by Santa Fe because it's a train upon a train. Everybody and their brother wants to get themselves some stuff to move on here. As we're rolling through the line, looks like the number 10, who spun out that last time, is still out on the track. Big Daddy, what are you thinking there?
His car may be puttering coming across the start-finish.
Should be exciting race up here in the booth, but
as we're looking at the screen, everybody's slamming into
pit
each other.
road
Bumper
strategy is
car
going to
down
get me
pit
the
road
lead.
here, but good news is that's just the computer. That's not real life. So everybody's parked at a 45-degree angle right now, and they're crashing each other as they're coming out.
It looks like the 9 came out with a good strategy to put himself up into second place. It looks like the 4 and the 18 are having a rough time trying to figure out who got that position.
That number 4 freaky fast Thunder Cookies car is telling the M&M's 18 to get the heck out of the way. We got to go racing, but looks like his hood's crunched up just a little bit there. He might need a cookie.
Definitely a cookie or some freaky fast delivery on a new car part.
Looks like Joker got shuffled back a good amount back there with the caution, and we still got him crashing on the backstretch.
Wild to think that we are on a manual caution and people are still spinning. So you can see right there, more are spinning around. What are these guys thinking?
You know, let's give a shout out to that number 42 sports guy. He's hanging in there even though he's pushing in the back. Something tells me he's going to be on his way up front here shortly.
Going around again. Going around again.
They're going around one more time because cars have to go in and get their pit for the damage that some have caused. We'll see if the 10 made a smart choice of starting on the outside, or if he screwed up because most of the Hendrick crew is starting on that inside line.
Yeah, as they're starting to sort him out with this caution right here, you're going to wonder what's going to happen in turn 1. But the 10 obviously feels pretty confident that he's going to make it. But Banner's jumped out on the pole there, so we'll see what that green number 9 can do. Obviously, with that paint scheme today, there's no hiding on the track. They can see him plain as day, so we'll see what happens. There's no sneaking up on anybody with that one.
Thing is he has managed not to blend in with the grass, and that is definitely a good thing to see right now, especially with...
I was full throttling Goober.
That's what he wants.
Seems like Mr. Wyatt's got the bad end there for a while, so his main and tail car is a couple rows back here. We'll see if he can push his way back to the front. He's got his ally at the outside there, the number 48. See if they can work their way together. But you got the number 24 in front of those guys moving on. So as the 96 weaves in and out back there, trying to door slam some guys. And manual caution, boys. You can warm your tires up, but you can't slam your neighbor.
No, you can't. It looks like these cars are just starting to get impatient because it's getting to crunch time at this point. I mean, they're ready to throw themselves up in that lead as fast as possible.
We got us Big Daddy and Banner leading us around here, so as we're coming to the trial, looking for that Geico restart zone, looks like they're already 3 wide in the back there. Guys are getting impatient before we even get started. Here they go. You can hear the engines revving up as they start diving towards turn 1.
So you can see they're already 3 wide for multiple positions. Starting on that outside road did not give the 10 the advantage he wants, and the 9 will now cycle to the lead.
Yeah, that number 10 did get a very good restart. He might have looked good for a moment, but he's falling back in a hurry as they're coming like a freight train, 3 wide behind him. I wonder if they're going to honk as they go by, or if they're just going to go by, but here they go.
It looks like the 41 now pushes himself to the lead. Hendrick cars are getting into each other as the Hendrick cars are about to go 4 wide, fighting for 1 position.
Looks like in that last stop we lost the number 17 down there, but Chrome Prince is still trying to make his way up as he's dived down low. He's got him 4 wide going into turn 1. We'll see where they sift out when they get to the end.
The 18 now deciding to make his charge. He was hiding a lot, making contact. They're 4 wide in the corner 1. It looks like they slam into each other just a little. I don't think that's what some of those cars wanted.
Tell you what, looking at these cars bounce around, you'd think that this race would be sponsored by Jiffy Pop, because it looks like Colonel's just popping everywhere right now as they're bouncing back and forth. But they are definitely 4 wide behind, but our leader is starting to quickly pull away. But we know the theory of that, as long as a couple guys will train up here, they can run him down in a hurry.
Yeah, that's if, though. In the keyword sentences, it looks like the 18, and they're going around once again. Wow.
00 of Wyatt got spun around. The 18's on the grass again. Number 10 ran into the 00s. We'll see if that cautions a game caution. Looks like we got a yellow out.
41 and the 88 were getting ready to pull themselves away from that pack too, and it was going to be a runaway fest.
You know, at this point, they should have a sale on caution flags because they are plentiful going on right now. So lots of them to give as the cars limp their way around the track here. So we'll see how things shake out once they're done with their pit stops. But something tells me we're a long way away from the end of this race at the patience level these guys got.
Yeah, we'll definitely be going into a few overtime restarts as you think below if the pit crew's got enough parts to fix all these cars.
Well, that's a good thing about NASCAR 5 is you don't run out of any tires. So here they come back around. So we'll see where we're at. We got the 41 and
looks like the 88 of Pickled Caribou.
Pickled Caribou. Gotta love that name. Here they come, racing down the front stretch. Going into turn 1, how long will it take to get 3 wide? Well, we're already there, folks. Here they come. Pickled Caribou is leading them on. Nope, I'm sorry. He's in second place. The 41's up front. Oh, and there they go again. Another caution coming at us.
Wow, these guys
Maybe
are
not. The way they're going. Oh, there it goes. Looks like I called it now.
These guys are just not impatient, and this is definitely not putting up a good race.
At this point, the yard sale will be for used parts and crinkled body parts at this point, so got to get us a couple good laps in here, or this thing's going to end under caution in a hurry, because as they go through these game cautions, it's going to rattle quite a few of these laps on down, which is not what anybody wants. We want to see some live racing going on here, so hopefully these guys will settle on down here, and we'll see what the Beast and Pickle Caribou can do on this front row here, but the cars in the back are getting a little impatient and pushing places that they're not supposed to, so hopefully somebody will have a talk to these guys on the radio and tell them to let's straighten things out and let's get rolling.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, these guys, they just haven't had their minds straight at all this entire race, and I think it's just ruined them.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get in a groove driving this track when you got so many cautions, because just when you think that you're back into it, you're not. So here we go, starting it back up, 2 wide again at the start line. Looks like Caribou has decided to drop down below this time and see what can come through. You're going to get some impatience coming out. 14's rolling to the outside. See if he can get a little bit of push there by the 48. 96 drafting up. Here comes the Miller Lite number 2 trying to get on up there. They are definitely 3 wide in the back. Going down into turn 3.
It looks like the 2 may have made contact as the 88 now looking his way under the 41. He may clear himself. No, he's not. The 41's going to make his charge back. They're going back and forth right now. If I was just them, I would link up as they make contact just a little, allowing this 14 now to get involved in this equation.
Makes me wonder if there's a moose call in that car that gets going every time he gets in first place, but he's moving on. 41 on the outside, 88 on the inside with the 96 pushing hard behind. Coming through turns 1 and 2, they're still 3 wide behind, but coming in a hurry is all that I can say. Once they link up, it's going to be go, go, go.
Yeah, these guys have now decided maybe, you know what, calm down a little, figure out what we need to do, make this a fun race. We can't, never mind.
Oh, man, the 96 just destroyed the field right there. 41
Oh!
is flipping. Woo!
He may have been practicing some breakdancing moves.
Somebody tells me he might be getting out of his car, running around saying he's on fire right now, because that was a Ricky Bobby move if I've ever seen one. Woo! That was a lot of turns going on right there.
Yeah, it looked like he was a ballerina going around in as many circles as he did.
You know, from our point of view, it looked like the 96, just kind of the GOAT, as he's called, just kind of ran right up there into those guys. So 41 didn't have a chance at all, but we'll see what happens. Somehow the number 9 Mountain Dew is leading us around right now with a 21 and 13, slowly behind.
Yeah, this is it's definitely going to be a clustered restart as we get ready to pull ourselves back around to the restart.
It looked like the 66 Blue Liner was starting to make some headway there, but as we're sifting through the field right here, it looks like he a little bit further back than he wanted to be. So
It looks like some cars may have made a power move to put themselves up towards the front as Banner has gained 12 spots off that caution.
we got us the Deuce and Banner leading us through. Here they come down into turn 1, folks. Looks like the 24 is going to be pretty quick to make a move back there. He's in a hurry to get up in first. He doesn't want to mess with the boys behind him. Joker's quickly moving down low. We are 3 wide going through turn 2.
As it looks like we have about 12 laps to go. Man, it feels like it should have already been at least 35. We should be down to 5 to go, but the amount of cautions that's just ruined these guys' racing as they're going to make contact again as the 88 goes around by the, I believe that was the 6s. The 66 will also go around.
Holy moly, these guys are exiting stage right in a hurry right now, and it's not their fault. They're going into the corner and just being pushed out to the outside there. So 24 spinning through the infield. So, oh, they are all going around right now. This race is definitely going to end in a caution at the rate they're going.
Yep, if I was, you know, the owner or chief, whoever it is, the man down in the pits, I would be yelling at these guys. They are putting on a terrible show. I'd be yelling at them, figuring out what they need to do for next week and make it better.
I can tell you every pit crew chief down in the pits right now is letting their driver know they got no more parts left. It's something that at this point they're going to go down to the local junkyard to try to finish this one up and give them some straight body pieces to go. But tires are probably not going to be an issue here. Some guys may have some fuel issues depending on when they pitted last. But at this point, I don't think either one of them is going to matter. It's going to be the attrition of the survival right now. Whoever can get up front and stay up front and stay out of the hurricane that's back behind them, or I guess since we're in California, we'll call it an earthquake instead of a hurricane, but it's definitely building up the field back.
Survival of the fittest is what this has turned into. As you can see, the 9 now leading us into the restart. As we get rolling underway, the 9 of J Banner got an amazing start. The 6 of Deuce Row has fallen back a little, and it looks like he's going to try to fall back in line.
That freaky fast number 4 is trying to make his way in. Number 2 on the outside there, but we got J Banner leading us out of turn 2. 6 in second, but the 4 is peeking down low.
4 now looks like he's going to clear himself. The 2 was looking to make his way around the 6, just couldn't do it. The 00. They're 3 wide once again. Let's hope they can keep it and not wreck.
Number 9 leading us around with the 6 in second place. The 4 dove low and kept it low there. Mr. Wyatt is making his way around. We'll see if he's got something for the end of this race, but he's spun a couple times, but here he comes is all I can say.
The 6 of Deuce Row looks like he's trying everything in his power to keep these guys behind him. It looks like now the 4 of Thunder Cookies is going to make his charge for the front. As the 9 now tries to block, and he does block the 6 successfully. And the 4 now looking for something on the inside.
This race looks more like a Daytona race to me. I'm guessing Banner's spending more time looking out of his rear view than his front windshield, but it looks like the cars are slowing back down again as we may potentially have another caution going on here.
Wow. That is... I think we got a new record for the most cautions at this track.
You got the number 9 up in first. Number 4 is behind him. Looks like we got the 14 behind that. And we'll try to get a run through the field here just before we get back to the caution. Looks like we lost the number 66, a blue liner. He is now down in the pits. Looks like he's went ahead and pulled the plug and said, you know what, I'm not going to race this. So the roofclaim.com 66 is out of the race.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. He was doing very good up until that issue of that caution just ruined him.
Looks like we had a couple guys going for pits. So we got 9, 6, 4, 14, 41, and 22 are our top 6. Here they go.
9 now leading us to the start. The 4 looking to push himself. He's going to snag third. The 6 pulls himself down as they are getting ready to make their way into corner 1.
You know, I think that was a smart move for the number 6 to try to get low and stay low, but don't know how long he's going to be able to stay down there because it seems like that number 4 is just runs super low in that corner. He's able to make it stick, but here comes the 14 on the inside. He's going to make this a party, folks, as they are now 4 wide going into turn 3.
4 wide for first place. It looks like they're making a little contact. 4 wide for second also. Actually, that should be 5th. This is just crazy. The fact that they are going back and forward. You know, and the amount of cautions they had is the 6 now goes around.
6 is doing some breakdance moves back there as he's spinning left and right, but the 48, gets a good push from the 88. He went right, but he was turning left, folks. He somehow saved it, but the way these cars are bunching up, I'm guessing we got us another caution.
Yep, as the 48 has been, he was very dominant in the opening stages here, has now put himself back up into the lead, right where he wants to be. And knowing him, he'll be able to pull himself straight away from the pack.
You know, I'm going to give out a shout out to the number 4 Thunder Cookies. I think he got the best gamer tag out there. That freaky fast Thunder Cookie number 4, look out. I got a feeling he's going to be pushing his way up. He dives lower than anybody else in the corners.
His car is definitely looking very freaky fast tonight.
As we're looking around, we got the number 18 Elite Fusion. He's about mid-pack here next to the 14, which those guys were just up front fighting just a moment ago. So I'd expect him to be there again once we get back to turn 3.
As it looks like 3 of the 400 cars are starting 1, 2, 3. 48 of Chrome leading us off into the start.
Green, white, checkered. 2 laps to go.
24 looks like he got himself just a little bit. He cleared himself of the 48 as we are now into a green, white, checkered.
Here they come through turn 2 and 3. They're getting wide again, boys. You would think that this is a mayo sandwich, and they're spreading it with a knife right now. Oh, I got a feeling we're going to end their caution here, boys. Double Zeros is back around on the backstretch there, taking the 4 with him and another car. And they're still spinning into turn 3.
So it looks like we'll have a second shot at this green, white, checkered, unless if they can keep it rolling. Nope. Caution is out.
You know, I'd say our favorite color is yellow today, but I'm not a big fan of yellow. So hopefully these boys can keep it green and get us to the checkered flag here. So we're looking for the green, white, checkered. My guess is we might have a couple cars in the back got damaged up pretty good coming down to pit lane to get themselves some repair going on. But for the most part, I think these guys up front are just going to stay there and keep the gas pedal mashed as much as they can.
Oh, yeah. These guys seem very, very impatient tonight, especially after just the drop of the green flag. These guys have been go, go, go. I want to be number 1 all night.
Our Chrome Prince is going to lead us back down that front stretch again here. 24 on the outside of him. We'll see what's going to happen once they get to turn 1. The green flag is waving. Here they go. Dr. Goober on the outside.
Be green, white, checkered. Take number 2.
Who's going to win the drag strip down to the first corner?
If I was at 88, I'd be waiting for those two to just tag just a little and take advantage of it. It looks like they're sliding around again. If they can keep it rolling, nope, it looks like we're going to have a third attempt at this green, white, checkered.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to keep that rolling with as many cars that were spinning back there, but they're still going at a good pace right now. They haven't pulled up yet. We'll see what happens. 24 on the outside, 44 on the inside. Look at the 88 diving low. Slide job there, folks. A little bit of contact.
As the 48 now moves super up the track as the 20 looks like he made a little contact. 48 holds it. 24 now clears himself. Oh,
They're
car's going
spinning
around.
behind. We'll see if that's going to pull the checker, if they're going to let him finish. I'm guessing that they've called it because they're all the same speed now, so.
I think Goober took that. I'll let you know for sure. I'm glad that's over with.
The race is called, and it looks like the 24 of Goober had that win.
Big Goober P1 Elite Fusion Sports Guy Pickle J Banner.
So it looks like the 24 of Goober, the 18 Elite Fusion, and the 42 of Sports Guy are your top three for tonight.
Remember, I just mentioned Sports Guy just a little bit ago that we thought he'd end up at the front, and he navigated his way through that carnage, ended up with a podium position. Great job back there, Sports Guy.
The good news is now he won't have debt on that credit card with the amount of crashes he had tonight.
Well, folks, that's a live from California. We'd like to thank you for joining in for the race. If you hang on, we'll try to grab a driver or two, but no promises.
We will be right back. And we're back. We did not manage to grab all three, but we did grab two of the top three. Right here, we have Elite Fusion and Dr. Goober. We're going to go ahead and talk with Elite Fusion first, since he did come in second. Elite, man, you were hiding in the shadows a lot tonight, and you decided to poke your head out at the end of the race. Man, how was it towards the back of the pack during that race?
Yeah, well, I had a fast car, but just lots of wrecks and couldn't avoid them. So at the back most of the race, but that pack race was just crazy. And right place at the right time, managed to get P2, didn't pit, and stayed up there.
So you were saying you did not pit. Was your strategy going on with tonight? Man.
Well, so I mean, I had to repair damage a lot, but in the final 10 laps, I didn't really get caught up in anything. So I just kept staying out and held the inside, didn't get caught up in anything.
Yeah, definitely. Keeping your nose clean is really what changed the rest of that race for you, man. It was definitely one good run.
It was just the right place at the right time at the end.
Yeah.
Really that race.
Man, dude, you were up to second. Do you think if that would have stayed a green flag, would you have been able to steal first place?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Google sent in Holt trying to stay in front because he was anticipating the caution, and I just kind of played it safe, knowing that I'm either getting P2 or we don't get a caution, and I can pass him on the backstretch. So if there was no caution, could have pulled out the win, but I'm happy with P2.
Well, congratulations on your P2 Elite.
Thank you.
As we move on over to Dr. Goober, man, you were up front a lot of the race. You were one of the guys that was able to run down, Chrome Prince. How'd you get it done?
It was really just about strategy all night. I had stayed out towards the end of stage 2, got stage points, and then I had gotten caught up in a few wrecks and then got back up to the front, and that's where I had stayed the rest of the race, and that's how I got it done.
So with that last pit stop, man, what were you thinking when you came down the last pit stop? Were you thinking, I don't know, if you're involved in the wreck, were you just going to get the damage fixed, or did you go in for everything?
I went in for everything just to make sure that I didn't have to pit again, because of the amount of laps left. So I had just taken everything.
Nice. Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to ask you the same question, man. If that would have stayed green, do you think you would have been able to hold off a lead, or you think he would have sneaked around you?
I think he could have got it done. I had just sent it in super hard trying to keep the lead, and because I saw that a couple cars right behind me, so I was just trying to keep the lead so he couldn't pass me and take the win away. So I think he could have got me if the race stayed green.
And I have a couple people asking, what are you a doctor for? You a doctor for racing, driving? You a doctor? What's the Dr. Guru
Uh,
stand for?
it was just one of my friends had his name was Dr. Goober, so I just figured that since we were best friends that I had to make the same name. I'm kind of a doctor for race cars.
Nice, doctor for race cars. That's that's pretty neat, man. Congratulations on your win tonight.
All right, thank you.
As that will do it from Auto Club. Definitely a wild night. We'll have to see what happens next week. As let me check here really quickly. I believe the Cup cars will go to. Let's see here. The Cup cars next week will go to Watkins Glen. So I think we just went from okay to worse in the matter of seconds, but you never know, man. Watkins Glen is a solo track. If you can manage, everyone runs their own pace there. It's totally different style. So we'll have to see next week. Once again, I would like to thank y'all that have tuned into the race tonight. Other than that, that will do it for me tonight. We will catch y'all next week.